Good day, my friend. Let me ask you this question. And maybe you've noticed this. First, let me just say something. Before we begin, maybe we can do this. Do me a favor. If you can't, well, it's never too late to learn some remedial grammar. Stop pluralizing words with apostrophes. I don't know why. The Republicans are not apostrophe S. The Democrats are apostrophe S. The Italians are apostrophe S. Stop that. Stop that. Learn grammar. What are some of the grammatical mistakes? Here's one for you. Do you have the Oxford period inside of a quote or out? I like inside. Sorry. I'm not into this Oxford British stuff. I'm American. Inside. Commas, periods, inside the quotes. Semicolons and colons, outside. Is that it? I would get into grammatical discussions about, for example, if you wrote the following sentence, did he say, where is the ketchup? That's really tough. Where is the ketchup is the question, in quotes. So if you say, did he say, where is the ketchup? That's a question. Are there two question marks? Fascinating. Ellipses, the semicolon, dashes.
Everybody now says and comma. Well, we grew up being
Yes, right. Right. So cereals like there was a dog, comma, a cat, comma, a bird, and a giraffe. I don't put a comma before the and a giraffe. I put a comma. No, not before and. No. People use grammar as this, like, just I don't know, marks, just like what am I trying to say? Not camouflage, but just like costume, just put ellipses here, ellipses, exclamation points. I mean it. Why are you yelling this? This is an exclamation mark. It doesn't mean I really mean it. I love you. Why are you yelling? Doesn't mean I really mean it. People just write. My favorite is this. Here is the idea that's being conveyed. If somebody's talking about you, say, excuse me, I'm here, right? When you try to convey that in a sentence, it comes out, okay, I'm here. It's weird. I know what you're trying to say, but you write like a 15-year-old or even younger. People who can't write, they just can't write. They cannot write. Here's a picture of Joe, Bill, and myself. No. His self? No. I don't even know where this. Oh, what did I hear the other day? I'm hearing it all the over and over and over. Oh, I was watching something. It was from an NBC clip, and there was a fellow from I'm not going to mention his name, but he was trying to use the word Roman à clef, if spelled out. It's when, for example, he was trying to say that the movie or that the television show Succession is really based on the Murdoch family. It's a Roman à clef. He said Roman à clef. Oh, ouch. Of course, nobody's saying, so what? Who cares? I know. People get so upset about things, but I'm not getting upset. But don't you want to speak correctly? I do. Don't you want to write things correctly? I do. Do we teach grammar anymore? I don't think so. I don't think so. Have you ever seen kids, in particular lately today, write? Just look at this. No signatures. Printing and maybe cursive combined, sort of. I don't know. But anyway, I had to share that with you because I just noticed something before and I was commenting with a friend. Now, let me tell you, welcome, of course, to the show. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe. You know the routine. I'm going to tell you something, and maybe this may come as a shock to you, but if you are a Democrat, a Republican, an independent, doesn't matter. Listen to me carefully. You have to have an election, not a good video on social media. Slamming somebody on social media is not going to do anything for you. You're not going to win an election because, well, he slammed him. It doesn't matter. I know this may come as a surprise to you. It doesn't matter. It makes no difference. As a great Rick Danko would intone. It doesn't matter. People think that, oh, that was a great documentary I saw. That's not going to make any difference. The people who are already watching that and agree to that are going to say, well, that's pretty good. I saw the best documentary. It says that the Yankees are the best team ever. Didn't play in Boston. Yeah, but you don't understand. No, you don't understand. That's playing to the crowd. People in New York think that. Yeah, but I think... No, you don't understand this. No. No. One of the greatest things about social media is that you believe that it means something. I saw one, there's a picture on Facebook. There's a guy who's there like this. He's in his front seat. Well, I knocked off a little early today. Translation, I'm handsome. You know I'm handsome, don't you? You know I'm handsome. I mean, you know I'm, right? This is what he, just say it. Don't give me this business about, how do we know you to? Have you noticed, may I ask you a question? Have you ever noticed women, some women, not all women, some women have said, you know who I saw the other day in the whatever, an actress or a person, she's so beautiful. What? Oh, I did. She's beautiful. Why are you saying that? I mean, that's fine. If a man says, you know who I saw the other day? That guy who's sitting in the front seat in the Facebook, he's so handsome. He's just incredible. Now, again, it's a free country, and it could be true. Isn't that interesting? What do you think about people who gush over the pulchritude of people? I find that fascinating. Have you ever found somebody or seen somebody so beautiful that you were paralyzed? Male, female, no. No. I'll tell you what I have done one time. One time I was with a WABC. And there was a professional football player, I don't know who, and maybe a couple of teammates came to see Rush, because Rush, we all worked on the same floor, 17th floor. When WABC was something, it was something. Oh, WABC. Now it's like going by your home, and they painted it purple. I was like, what is this? They knocked the tree down. But that was a beautiful oak. What did they do? It's not yours anymore. Okay. Anyway. So I walked by, and I think it was an offensive lineman. I've never seen somebody as big. Maybe not tall, but I've never seen wide like this. I was absolutely... I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Now that's a reaction. But that wasn't like, oh, it's so beautiful. I one time stood next to Andre the Giant. That's something. That's not even normal. That I've reacted to. But have you ever looked at somebody and seen somebody who's so beautiful? Oh my God. You okay? Yeah. Why don't you marry him? What do you do? Oh no, I just had. And some people do it in order to let you know that they know these. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. Again, I'm always trying to explain to my imaginary person from another planet, why do they do this? I don't know. I don't know why they do it. I have no idea. They do it I guess. Whatever. I can see maybe if you met somebody and they were famous. I mean, if you could sit there and say, that's, some people go crazy, Paul McCartney or Bob Dylan or whoever. I can kind of understand that, sort of. Hey, they really are, whatever it is. Fine. By the way, listen to me when I tell you this. Never, ever, ever, ever meet your heroes. Ever. Under any circumstances. Don't ever meet your heroes. Believe me when I tell you this. You will be so monumentally disappointed by this. You have no idea what I'm telling you. You have no earthly idea. And you will find out, I think when you get older, that there's really nothing much to them, and then they become so detached from reality. So this goes full circle to what I was going to say today. I want you to understand something. Social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any other of the other platforms are not the same as voting. You may not have known that. That may be a surprise to you, but they're not the same as voting. Voting is a beautiful thing that is so precious and so wonderful and so great and so I love the process. And what voting is me connecting with you on a level or on something. Me and you. And you can connect because of my particular party. You might say, well, I'm a Democrat, you're a Democrat. Fine, you can do that. Or you've been, I don't know, a good representative, and I'm, okay, fine. But it has nothing to do with, I'm voting for him. Well, because he did a wonderful, because he has 1.3 million followers on Twitter. 1.3 million. So I'm going to vote for him. It doesn't work like that. What is it that connects? What is it when you go and you vote and you say and you vote somebody? You normally vote. And this is called psephology. 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 Electioneering. The election. Now you're there, and you take your pen. I still have my pen from when I voted. Oh, here we go. This is my pen from the New York City. See this rubber tip here? You can sign your name. You can do it. It's beautiful. You can, maybe depends where you are. Maybe you still have those little levers. Maybe you punch a hole. Maybe you just use a pen, and you go there and you see it. I always look at the ballot ahead of time. I always look at it just to see what it is. Just like when I go to a restaurant, I always read the menu first. Don't you do that? I do that. What do they have? I can spend some time. A lot of stuff to read. I don't want to waste my time. And when you vote, invariably you'll come across somebody, an election, you know they go, district court, clerk, county clerk. Who's that? Here's an amendment. All my amendments to me? No. I always say no. 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 I've never voted. Proposition, no. Constitutional Amendment, no. Oh, leave it alone. Just a cent per, no. But when you vote, how is it that you make that connection? And this is the thing that you're never going to hear anybody on any cable news platform speak of. You're never going to hear anybody discuss it. You're never going to hear, I want to talk only to undecideds, independents, swing states, toss-up. That's what I want. Everybody else, I'm not interested in. I don't care. You've already made up your mind? Great. When you have a restaurant, you want to keep the usuals, you want to keep the regulars, but you want to get new people in. So how are you going to bring in new people? What are you going to do? Well, if you follow social media, you'll say, well, no, you're telling me what you watch. You've sent me something. You say, well, this is a great piece on such and such. No, nobody knows what you're talking about, right? Have you ever had the opportunity, listen to me carefully, have you ever had the opportunity to say to someone, hey, do you have a Twitter account? Or, yeah. Do you mind if I see it? What? May I see your Twitter account? Okay. Go through theirs. And you'll see another world. Like, nobody's talking about anything that I'm... There are people on Twitter who spend their entire, I don't know if you get this, scantily clad, if not completely nude people who have these, good morning. I say, who is this? What is this? Their whole thing is, good evening, seize the day. This is a nude picture. I know what you're doing. Don't give me this good morning. Good night. I got it. Or somebody who just says a picture of a sunset. Remember, if you don't know how to take a picture, if you have absolutely no photographic talent whatsoever, take a picture of a sunset. You can't go wrong with a sunset. But they have these things. And you look at it and say, where's the... I don't see CNN or Fox or Breitbart or MSDNC. Oh, I don't listen. What is this? This is Twitter. This is what Twitter looks like? Do yourself a favor. Go through it. Instagram's a different story. That's nothing about, that's just pure pictures. And I have a friend of mine, well, here I am. I said, I saw the picture of you at a party. Yeah, is that you? Yeah. And you're here with you got a tuxedo on. Yeah. You're at a party. Yeah. Do you want me to know you're at the party? Why did you post this? I'm serious. Why? Well, no. Why did you post it? What? You wanted to impress me. Be honest. Right? Isn't that it? Oh, yeah. But I wanted to, you did, didn't you? Yeah. And you think that if I see a picture of you in a tuxedo or you in an evening gown, that I'm going to think, what exactly? You want me to think, this guy's cool. He's out and about, or look who I am. I'm with these people you barely know or care about. See, that's it. Remember, everything's human behavior. But let me tell you what I would do. If I was Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter. You hire me, here's what we do. We go into an area that's important. Where do we got to go? Got any swing states, any toss-ups, anybody in particular? Any really seriously? Well, yeah, right here. Okay. It's a border state. Great. We'll go there. All of a sudden, you fly in. You have 4 big names from your congressional, maybe somebody from whatever it is. And you have a listening tour. And you set up a little tent, and you go there, and you ask people, what's on your mind? Tell us. We're going to have a little booth in here. There's a little booth. It's like, remember the old photo booth where you put the dollar in and you get the, those black and white strips? We're going to do something like that, but it's going to be a video. And we're going to ask you 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever, to just say something. And we're going to give this to the president or the Senate or the head of the, whatever it is. But we want to hear what you're saying. Tell me what you think. We're the Democrats. We're the Republicans. We're whoever we are. And we're listening to you. Now go ahead. Now, everybody would say, did you hear what happened? In Lexington, Kentucky, 4 senators flew in there for 3 days. They're having a listening tour. I think we should cover that. Let's go cover that. Send a crew. Nobody ever does that. We're talking to Senator Malcolm, whatever the party. Why are you here? Why? Because nobody listens to the American people. Oh, you can watch TV. See, if TV news is not about constituency, it's not about politics, it's not about making changes, it's about entertaining people through the subject matter. We're here to find out what people are thinking. And that's why we're there. What do you think? What's important to you and your family? I guarantee you, if it was okay with somebody, I would spend the night, I would stay with them. I would say, I want to stay with this. And I stayed here in Beaufort, Kentucky, wherever it was. Let me tell you something right now. The smell that comes from that mining is, wow, that's just not right. Who speaks for you? This guy's incredible. He spent the night, 3 days he stayed with them. He sure did. We're going to walking tour. We're going to go to school. I'm going to talk to families. What's your problem? What's your biggest concern? We just want to make sure it's peaceful and you get to speak, and I want to hear from you. And we're writing this down. When was the last time that ever happened? Never. They're on TV. They're on TV. Did you see the documentary I did on Guantanamo Bay? I don't care about that. I got a problem here. They're not picking up the trash. We live next to a rendering plant. My kids, there's not enough. The school, the classes are too small, or this, or whatever it is. We can't pay our bills. Look at this. Heating is too. I can't believe this. And people would say, he came here 3 days. Didn't fly through 3 days. Stayed with us. And they all did. They all converged. It was a big tent. Who are they? Those are the Democrats. Those are the Republicans. Those are whatever they are. Wow. You don't think that's going to make an impact? You better believe it will. But nobody does that. Because deep down inside, nobody really wants to win. They like it just the way it is. They want to be a star. They don't want to go out there and work for you. They want to be a star. Most people in the Congress you've never heard of, and they are on committees that are just whatever it is, but they're old, they just kind of do things, and I like old-fashioned politicking. They come to people's homes, and you say, this is a congressman. You don't think you see congressmen going from door to door today, do you? No way. Or they would say it's security. I don't think that's a reason. I'm right. I know I'm right. See, because I'm interested in is elections, not TV. You like TV. You like watching people. Ooh, we're going to go to, isn't that, ooh. I don't care who that is. I don't care who that is. And they want you to do that. They want you to substitute television and social media for politics. Okay? That's exactly what it is. How many times have you ever gone to see your congressperson, your representative in Washington? Now, in the old days during COVID, well, pre-COVID, you just walk right in. I mean, you go through security, but you go in. And you can say, I'm so-and-so. I'm your town. Here's my voter registration. I want to talk to you. And sometimes they would say, well, and you know me, my whole background is, constituent services. And they get somebody who maybe is like, 20 years old, doesn't make eye contact. Well, he's kind of, excuse me, I'm the boss. See, that's what people forget right now. They forget to tell people who the boss is. It's not the congressperson. It's me. Now I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop right there because I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how come he hasn't said anything about my pillow? That's a good question. You know why? Because I've been talking to you this whole time. Now that I've been giving you my heart and soul for the past 25 minutes, you're going to do the following. You're going to go to mypillow.com. You're going to put in promo code Lionel. Lionel, Lionel. And you're going to get a free gift. That's right. It's tautological, but nonetheless, it's a free gift. And you're going to see, by just perusing that website, all of the nifty stuff that is available for you that you cannot believe is even made available. That's true. Stuff that will blow your mind. Like the new MyPillow 2.0. 2.0. Actually 2.0, but we say, oh, you know what I'm talking about. Temperature controlled. It's incredible. That's where you're going to go. MyPillow.com. MyPillow.com. Or don't forget to call, if you like to use the phone, 800-645-4965. 800, I'm sorry, let me try this again. 800-645-4965. That's what I think I said. And also, I'm saying it again, EMP Shield. Ooh, I love that one. I still love. You know what EMP is? Huh? That's a military police. No, it's an MP. Oh, it's MP. EMP, is that a disease? Sorta. Electromagnetic pulse, is that a good thing? No, it's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. And if it happens to you, it will fry everything that you plug everything into. And there's a great company by the name of EMP Shield. God bless them. Can't say this enough. This is a great. Check this out. These fine people. And always say the word twice. Say it twice. This is a company out of the Midwest called EMP Shield. And they've invented a device that you hook up to your car, your vehicle, your home that will protect you against the threat of the dread EMP. The technology has undergone testing at Keystone Compliance, a military certified facility, and listed by the Department of Homeland Security. So you go right there and you use my email right there. Use this link that I put for you for EMP Shield and just read this. And you'll think, oh my God. It's like you found out your front door has been unlocked the whole time and you didn't realize it. Like you came home and you go, did you know this was unlocked the whole time? And you think, that's what you'll feel like when you read this. It's like, oh my God. Think it can't happen? Huh? Think again. My friends, I love TV. I don't want to watch it. I just love your reaction to it. I love going through. I spend so much time. My Twitter is the most fantastic thing in the world. And I make people so angry because I make them think. Especially when I tell them, I say, you don't understand. This isn't going to make any difference. Oh, yes, it is. It calls attention. No, you don't understand. By the way, here's my Twitter. You don't understand. You don't understand. This is the most important thing in the world for me to tell you. You don't understand. You are not listening to what the world thinks. I don't care what you think about something. I want to know what they think. I want to know about the voter. You see, this is the part. This is the thing. There's this idea that somehow academicians will come and say, well, you don't realize that, you see, people feel, no, they don't understand that. No. Did you ever gone through a place? Let me ask you a question. Did you ever drive through a place and you say, hey, I like that place. Let's stop to eat somewhere. Say you're in a different town. Oh, I like this place. Why? What is it? Well, I don't know. It's like the kind of a greasy spoon looking joint. You're not going to go there unless you know about it. But what about this? The colors, flag, bright, looks fun, looks inviting. That's what I want to know. Did you ever see a gas station that never made it? Did you ever see that on a corner? You say, that was a gas station, wasn't it? Yep. But it's empty now. Yep. There it is. Yep. Why didn't it work? I don't know. But the one across the street worked. Ingress, egress, the way the angles, I don't know. That one never made it. That one does. Why is that? Why is that? I love when people, politicians, like for example, like Jim Jordan says, I'm not going to wear a jacket. Really? I'm not going to wear a jacket. Okay. Are you out and about? No, I'm just not going to wear a jacket. Oh, okay, good. Some people might roll their sleeves up. Ooh, he's rolling up his sleeves. Ooh. Maybe somebody wears some kind of... who was it? Wasn't there a politician years ago who wore like a particular type of brooch or something? Or I don't know what it was. But there was a gimmick.
We had Nancy Pelosi.
No, but there was no with the scarves, but there was something where you do something. And in the case of somebody who says, I'm not going to wear a jacket, see, I would always say, I'm over here. Hi, I'm so-and-so. And you know when the best thing I love to do? I love to go back home. I like to talk to you. We went one time, there was a New York congressperson. I'm just going to leave it at that. And we went to see her. And Mrs. L spoke. And she could not wait to be done with this thing. Looking through her phone. Yeah. Never got back, never thank you, nothing. I promise you, if there's anything I can do, whoever runs against her, no matter what it is, I'm going to vote for whoever runs against her. I don't care if it's I don't care what it is. It could be a Zoroastrian, whatever. I will never, ever forget that sense of you just made an enemy. Because all you had to do was pretend you were listening. That's all you had to do. You didn't have to do anything. Just pretend. Say, It's called active listening. Carl Rogers. And how long have you had that? And how long is the problem? And he didn't do that? Okay, hang on. Just a minute. Call somebody in. I want you to... Because I remember I did this. You're going to get a letter from me. You're going to get something from me. Nothing. Niente, nada. Nothing. Couldn't believe it. But yet she thought, I'm on TV. I ain't going to cut it. That doesn't make any difference because you're preaching to the choir. Now, again, you're already sold. You've got to do something here. I would want to be the person who says he's always there. And let me tell you something. It is, and I know I sound like a broken record, and I know you're probably thinking, this isn't that interesting. I know you don't. Because how many times does anybody ever talk about actual elections? Karl Rove will at least talk about numbers. You don't really see this. Let me tell you what I have about this is my thing about parties. Another thing too is, you want to be at the party level or do you want to be at the individual level? Here's at the party level. Ronald Reagan said, the 11th commandment, never speak ill about a fellow Republican. You never, ever, ever show dissent in public. Ron DeSantis, you never, ever. Republicans? No. You can say whatever you want. This is what I've noticed about the Democrats. No matter who they are, no matter what they are, they never speak ill about themselves. Ever. They're just independent. They just don't say anything. They never do it. You don't see splinter groups. You don't see splinter folks who come out of nowhere and say, well, we have this pack group here, and this one meets here, and this one there. No. They don't say anything. It's the most united thing you've ever seen. And when you see it, and this has nothing to do with whether you like them or not, it doesn't matter. I'm talking about just strategy. That's brilliant. Think about that. Now, when I tell people that, people who may not necessarily agree with that ideology, they don't listen to me because they're not interested in winning elections. They just want to, I just think they want to watch TV and they want to just, I don't know what they want to do. I do not understand it. You ever been to a McDonald's? McDonald's is I admire McDonald's. Vince McMahon said they said, is your what was it? They said years ago, is your model or your, do you pattern yourself after Disney World? He goes, no, McDonald's. McDonald's, no matter where you go, no matter where you are, that's McDonald's. It's exactly the same. You know what you're going to get, and there's no, you don't say, that's a better McDonald's. No. I mean, it might be a different town. You might have a little playground here. You might have a bigger dining room here. You might have a, push button thing. No, but it's McDonald's. Period. What do you get with a political party? What do you get? I don't know. That's the problem. What do you stand for? Well, this one stands for this, and this one's not as strong as... No. One message. What is it? You can't have... Well, this is I don't want to have any adjectives. Well, this is a moderate Democrat. This is a moderate Republican. This is a left... No. You want to win elections, or do you want to go on TV? You want to go on TV, you want to have a website, you want to have a podcast, go ahead and do it. Do it. Everybody's the same. And if I ran it, if you ever violate this, you can have wiggle room in your lane, but you will never get funding from the party. You will never, ever win. You never will. You will not. This is how you win elections. There's this thing there. We stand together. We don't have these. And even during primaries, you can argue, even during primaries, you don't slaughter each other. You don't beat each other up. Never. Because here is the thing about politics. This is the thing about, you have to sell. Remember, if you sell something, if you say, well, I got a franchise here. I got a Dunkin' Donuts franchise. And this month we were up 5%. We were down 5%. Next month, with an election, you got to sell everything on one day. Sell it out. There's no down 10%. You better beat them. And the more you beat them, the more you will dissuade people from ever taking you on again. It's a brutal existence. Brutal. That's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. That's politics. That's the beauty. Did you ever hear that on TV? Never. When you're listening to somebody who's 20 years old, they don't know what they're talking about. Do they vote? How many people don't even vote? And when they do vote, do you know what they vote for? Do you know how many people at the last minute have no idea whom to vote for? Whenever I talk to young people, especially somebody says, well, we're relocating. That's interesting. And you're going to go into business? Yeah, okay. Who's the governor of the state you're moving to? Who's the mayor? Tell me some facts about it. About the city? About the state? Yeah, I don't know. Bad move. You're going into business and you don't even know the name of the governor? Who is you can go, what is it, gov.us, or what is that, to find out your representative? House.gov, Senate.gov. Just look and see what it is. Just put in your information. I tell people that all the time. If you're going to go to a new place and you're going to deal with business, let's say you're in a bank or you're a lawyer or a doctor or whatever it is, you got to know who's who. Get a feel for it. Is it a red state, blue state? Who won? How did it? Nobody explains. Nobody teaches politics. It has nothing to do with MSNBC or Fox or whatever it is. That's television. John Wayne was known for being a very, very, very conservative in real life. When he made a movie, it was about the box office. It wasn't about his own ideology. It was about the box office. See, the two have nothing to do with each other. And by analogy, what you like on TV or if there's a popular show or a particular network, that does not necessarily translate into certain people. And the first thing you have to do, and this is what nobody ever does, you've got to listen to people who don't agree with you and vice versa. Listen to what they're saying. Do you want to hear people? Do you want to hear a show where people agree with you, or a show where they disagree with you? I love to disagree. I listen to that more than anything else, because I want to know what am I missing? Explain to me your worldview. I want to hear this. I want to hear what they're doing. You ready for this? I'm going to give you an analogy you're never going to forget. But first, a word from our sponsor. Listen to me carefully. I told you this before. My Patriot Supply is still one of the most popular and favorite and successful stories ever, because it deals with something so simple, and that is the notion of emergency food. Emergency food. Emergency food. And preparewithlionel.com is the link you need. Just go to this. Right now, if you act, you get $250 off a 3-month emergency food kit. Preparewithlionel.com. I will never understand how, again, people, when you bring this up, they will fight you on this. They will say, well, I've got a fishing, I never forget this, I got a fishing pole. That's good. Go by the creek. Me and Andy and Ope. We can go out there and go to Mount Pilot and fish and get, Aunt B can can some maters. And we're not talking about that. 30 days in the event of catastrophe, supply chain disorder, whatever you want to call it. Preparewithlionel.com. Preparewithlionel.com. And one more, and you know it. I love everybody. I love, especially on Instagram and YouTube, I get these stories, these quick little stories, these quick little things that, and they talk about how you eat. Okay, well, I'm glad you're talking about it. One of the best things you could do is Z-Stack right now. Use this link, 15% off of a Z-Stack for yourself and your kids. Okay, listen to this. And you tell me anything wrong with having something that has a combination of vitamin C, zinc, D, which is, of course, D3, which is the most important. It's not even a vitamin, it's a hormone, if you really think about it. And quercetin, flavonoids, antioxidants. Most incredible, because you're not eating right. You're not eating right. Oh, and by the way, little food tip there. Many people believe that frozen vegetables, frozen fruits are wrong. They're picked and flash frozen. The stuff you see sometimes at the store, and maybe not so much, greengrocers or farmers market, but at the store, you don't know how long they've been there. They may look great, but they may be whatever phytonutrients or bioavailable phytonutrients might be depleted to the point of non-existent. So just want to let you know. Eat right. But just to cover your bases, just to hedge your bets, Z-Stack, and use this link right there. Read it for yourself. Tell me why you disagree with it. It's up to you. If you're smart, you'll get it. That's all I'm saying. Okay. What's the secret? What's the secret? I don't care if you're picking a jury. I don't care if you're making a claim. I don't care what you're doing. Have you ever had to have a conversation with somebody, your boss or somebody else? You ever think about that? You know how to talk to a constituency? You know how to do that? Well, let me tell you how to do it. The first thing is you learn the rule from hostage negotiation. Empathize. Doesn't mean you like them. This guy's got hostages, for God's sakes. But you want to win them over. And the first thing you do is you make sure you understand what they're doing. Nobody's listening to you. There's a story. They say it's true. I don't know if it's apocryphal or whatever. But it's when the negotiator dealt with Saddam Hussein. And he came in, and they stood up, and they treated him who he was, like he was a leader. This was the hostage, or the not the deprogrammer, but the interrogator, and found out that he liked these particular cookies, these plum cookies, because he's, I forget, his wife made them, so he brought them for him, and they immediately And he basically said, I understand your position. I understand your position. I understand what you're thinking. I understand your concern. I understand what worries you. I understand it. And the same thing when you talk to your boss, you talk to somebody, you're trying to get a raise. I understand what this business needs. And I understand the rigors you as a business owner are going through to make payroll, to make this. And I understand it immediately. And I understand what you as a voter are thinking. Who's talking about you? Everybody's talking around you. Everybody runs for office, and then once they're in, you never see them again. They never come around. You got these pictures in the mail, and you say, who is this guy? He's my what? Assemblyman? I've never seen him. I don't even know who he is. And he send you something. That's governance today, isn't it? That's how you talk to people. You want them to love you. And there were people who actually used to do that. Not anymore. Because you see, we do everything remotely. We don't go do these anymore. We remote. We don't do schools. We don't do this. By the way, a lot of people, did you see how many folks are being talked about being shuttered from Sirius XM and from tech companies? And people are saying, you got to get back in here now. That dog don't hunt. It's over with. You can't do remote politics anymore. There are people who never, ever, ever. We have people in Congress, we can't see them. Think about that. I've got a congressman, I can't see him. I don't know. Excuse me. It's like, can I see the waiter? I'm sorry, the waiter's busy. The waiter is busy? And we could talk to the manager. He doesn't want to talk to you. What? You wouldn't tolerate this anywhere. But politics? Well, he's busy. Did you ever try to get a doctor on the phone? A doctor? No. I'll find another one. Customer service, baby. That's politics. And as soon as somebody figures this out, believe me. But they don't. You know why? Because they're looking for the next big thing. They want to go on TV. They want to go on social media. They want to be lobbyists, and they want their number. I got 4 million following me. So what? There's a girl who unboxes curling irons. She's got 10 million. So what? What does that mean? You've got to be there in your you're the 4th congressional district in Missouri or whatever. That's where you should. Do you go there? It's not that big. Congressmen in particular, do you go there? When was the last time you went there? When was the last time you had a town hall meeting? Did you ever do this? No. Because I'm raising money. I'm up in D.C. or I'm over here. I'm raising money. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what happens? You can raise all the money you want. Because people think, well, don't worry. As long as we have advertising. It doesn't work like that. So let me just remind you of this. You can watch all the TV shows you want. And you can think this is a great documentary or a great this or that. But you've already been sold. Explain this to somebody who isn't necessarily a member of the group. Okay? Okay. Now is the time for you. Mrs. L has, you better hurry. She has a newsletter going out immediately at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And you better sign up right now. I'm giving you this right now. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern. Right now. You sign up for this. And it's a beaut. National Women's History Month. Anybody talking about that? How about the fact that the 19th Amendment came after the 13th Amendment? 13th Amendment, of course, slavery. But the 19th Amendment, the women to vote? What? Oh my gosh. Please. So you sign up right up for that. There it is. I just put that link right there. And also, very, very important for you to, this is Mrs. L on Twitter, and they are fantastic. So that's that. You know, I've always thought to myself, one day in my old age, I'd like to run for some real local, hyper-local. And I'd like to just do it just because I think it'd be fun to go out there and tell people not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear. To tell them that I've got your name. To come up with some new way. Because there's no great politicians anymore. None. You don't see these people. They don't talk to you. Do you ever see anybody do you ever see a congressperson? Ever? Here, at least in New York, somebody, when they have these big parades, you'll see, oh, there's the governor. They don't do anything. They have nothing to do with you. You are an embarrassment to them, I guess. They just want you to give them money, vote for them, and that's it. And stay out of their way. And they can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want because they think they're rock stars or something. Well, they're not. Remember this. I can't say it enough. They work for you. All right, my friends. Look, you have a great and glorious day. Thanks so much for being a part of this. Thanks for pretending you were paying attention. We'll see you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. Again, it's very, very simple. 9 a.m. Eastern time. Until then, remember these words. These fateful words. This valedictory. This Romana Clay. Remember this. The monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Ta-ta.